We have tens of thousands of people that do not intend to vote and don't give a damn about Kamala, Trump, or anyone else because they don't see how this campaign, this candidacy makes one bit of difference in their lives.
Why does it target black men? Why can't it just be for anybody?
Of course, it's for election purposes. There's a lot of promises made. There's a lot of back scratching, if you will, just to try to get the vote.
Right.
But if we don't really look into it before we say yes, just because of that, we could be making a mistake.
Pure energy. Pure energy.
Hey gang, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day. So I hope you enjoy this footage that I found from elections past. And just remember, during this election, don't get too worked up. Don't buy into it. No fear. None of this is surprising God. And in my opinion, this American train, this oligarchy train is going in the same direction regardless. But we need to stay focused on God and remember He's in control of our lives. Love you all. Talk to you soon.
A big call to make. CNN announces that we call Florida in the Al Gore column. This is a state both campaigns desperately wanted to win.
Stand by. CNN right now is moving our earlier declaration of Florida back to the too close to call column. 25 very big electoral votes in the home state of the governor's brother, Jeb Bush, are hanging in the balance. This no longer is a victory for Vice President Gore. George Bush, governor of Texas, will become the 43rd president of the United States at 18 minutes past 2 o'clock Eastern Time. CNN declares that George Walker Bush has won Florida's 25 electoral votes.
The vice president has recalled the governor and retracted his concession.
But this race is simply too close to call. And until the recount is concluded and the results of Florida become official, our campaign continues.
Bill Daley, the chairman of the Gore campaign, you just heard it. We're all, I think we can hardly believe our ears. He said, until the results are official and certified in the state of Florida, we are going to continue our campaign.
We hope and believe we have elected the next president of the United States. They're still counting, and I'm confident when it's all said and done, we will prevail.
For every successive hour from this point on, CNN will be your network to find out what is the latest on that presidential race.
That's right.
In the United States.
So stay with CNN because whatever is happening, we are going to be bringing it to you.
And folks, in the year 2004, please, could you make up your minds a little more conclusively? Because I think we can't take another election like this one.
Pushes vote by mail to unprecedented levels. The race between Donald Trump and Joe Biden could all come down to a John Hancock.
Yeah, the old signature there. More than 30,000 Florida mail-in ballots have been flagged for signature problems. Votes that will be thrown out if they are not fixed within the next few days. 8 on your side, investigative reporter Victoria Price joining us now in studio to talk a little bit more about that. They work on these. They try to get them fixed, but...
They do. They do a lot of work, but this could very well, some people are predicting this could be the hanging chad of 2020. Well, this could be the hanging chad of 2020. We'll have to just wait and see on that. But with more than 1.5 million mail-in ballots that still have not been received, there could be even more at risk of rejection.
Tal McElreath has never voted by mail, and he doesn't plan to start now.
I just didn't want to put it in the mailbox. I just feel better just doing it in person.
But more Floridians are voting by mail than ever before. So far, more than 4 million ballots cast by mail, with another 1.6 million awaiting return, more than twice as many as in 2016. And that creates more opportunity for mistakes.
You'd be surprised at the number of people that forget to sign the envelope.
Hillsborough County Supervisor of Elections Craig Latimer says they flagged 815 absentee ballots, some for missing signatures, most for mismatched signatures. That's about 0.3% of what they've received, and 8 on your side found similar percentages in Pinellas and Polk counties. Latimer says when a ballot is flagged for a bad signature, it's because it's vastly different from what they have on file. But even that is not indicative of voter fraud, he says, something they've seen little to no evidence of.
We pre-register 16 and 17-year-olds in high school. And when they're 16 and 17, they've got this nice little curly handwriting. And then when they become an adult, their signature's now 2 circles with a line through it.
If there's something wrong with your ballot, you will be notified. To fix it, voters have until 2 days after the election to sign an affidavit and provide identification. Roughly 1,200 rejectable ballots in Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Polk have yet to be fixed. Numbers that may seem inconsequential, but if the 2000 recount taught us anything,
every vote counts, that's for sure. There's no doubt about it.
So what happened? What happened with your Twitter account and the company page?
Well, first mine was taken down because we have all the election fraud with these Dominion machines. We have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then when I put it back up, my personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence of some cases of vote fraud and election irregularities, the election results in every state were certified, and Newsmax accepts the results as legal and final. The courts have also supported that view. So we wanted to talk to you about canceling culture, if you will. We don't want to relitigate the allegations that you're making, Mike, because we understand where you are. So let me ask you this. Do you think that this should be temporary because it appears to be permanent? Could you make an argument that it is temporary?
What?
Could you make an argument that this could be a temporary banning rather than permanent?
No, I want it to be a permanent because you know what? They did this because I'm revealing all the evidence on Friday of all the election fraud with these machines. So I'm sorry if you think it's not
Mike,
it's real.
Can I ask our producers, can we get out of here, please? I don't want to have to keep going over this.
Actually,
we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those allegations that you're
Mike, hold on a second. Everybody hold on a second. Mike, hold on 1 second. Let's talk a little bit about just what is happening overall in terms of censorship of...
Trying to cancel out my company and myself. In this country, it's cancel culture. They're
Alrighty then.
Start with breaking news because Russia has yet again been accused of meddling in a US election. Now, according to the FBI, this time Moscow is behind fake videos with a so-called troll factory supposedly producing content to influence American voters.
The intelligence community assesses that Russia-influenced actors manufactured a recent video that falsely depicted individuals claiming to be from Haiti and voting illegally in multiple counties in Georgia. This judgment is based on information available to the intelligence community and prior activities of other Russian-influenced actors, including videos and other disinformation activities. The Georgia Secretary of State has already refuted the video's claims as false. Russian-influenced actors also manufactured a video falsely accusing an individual associated with a Democratic presidential ticket of taking a bribe from a U.S. entertainer. This Russian activity is part of Moscow's broader effort to raise unfounded questions about the integrity of the U.S. election and stoke divisions among Americans, as detailed in prior election updates from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. In the lead up to Election Day and in the weeks and months after, the intelligence community expects Russia to create and release additional media content that seeks to undermine trust in the integrity of the election and divide Americans.
Of course, U.S. officials right now came out again with the same story that they've done before, accusing Russia of meddling in U.S. elections. So now the FBI came out with the statement saying that Russia is involved in the elections, but yet they have not really provided any proof. They said that this is based on some information available to them. But what happened exactly was a video surfaced on X of a Haitian immigrant with multiple Georgia IDs, and he says that he's going to be voting multiple times. Of course, that didn't go lightly with people on social media. And so Georgia officials came out stating that the video is fake, but that it is likely foreign interference attempting to sow chaos in the country.
My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth, when there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him, as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.